Welcome to this explainer. Imagine a bridge, right? One that connects raw digital data streams straight into the heart of a corporate boardroom. That's exactly the challenge we're diving into today. Look, we all know the AI boom is here, but it's no longer just about the underlying algorithms or, writing code in a silo. Today, it's entirely about enterprise integration. It's about bridging that massive gap between raw technical potential and real-world organizational impact. And that gap, well, it requires a very specific type of professional to cross it.
Think about it. Just a few years ago, every boardroom was simply asking, hey, can we use AI? But now, the honeymoon phase is totally over, and the questions are getting significantly tougher. Organizations are asking things like, which business problems are actually suitable for AI? How do we govern it? What are the actual risks? It's way past just generating text. It's about asking what happens if our AI accidentally hallucinates financial advice. Employers are desperately seeking out a hybrid skill set to answer these exact questions. People who can truly understand the tech, but also lead the teams.
So here's our roadmap for today's explainer. 1. The AI leadership gap. 2. Curriculum, strategy meets tech. 3. The low-residency advantage. 4. Transfer continuity and compliance. And 5. Deciding your next step. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The AI leadership gap. Finding the translators.
Right now, we're seeing this massive shift from just playing around with AI experimentation to actual enterprise integration. And honestly, this is the core of the leadership gap across the entire industry. AI adoption isn't just for tech companies anymore. We're talking healthcare, finance, logistics, retail. They all need professionals who understand both how AI works and how organizations actually absorb change. The market is seriously struggling to implement AI responsibly because they're missing these translators. Think of a hospital, for example. They don't just need someone to build a predictive health algorithm, they need a leader who can convince the doctors to actually trust and use it, all while ensuring patient data is perfectly secure. These translators are leaders who don't just sit in a back room and build models, they evaluate the use cases, coordinate cross-functional rollouts, and assess the broader organizational impact.
Moving on to Section 2, Curriculum, Strategy Meets Tech.
So if you want to spend your days optimizing neural networks away from human contact, a traditional MS in computer science, which focuses on advanced algorithm design and coding, is absolutely your path. But if you want to actually lead the charge, that is exactly where the MS in technology management with an artificial intelligence concentration comes in. This degree is kind of the hero of our story today. It's totally different from a traditional computer science path because it focuses heavily on AI adoption, technology strategy, governance, and change management. It prepares you to be that crucial translator we just talked about. You get enough AI fluency to evaluate tools, speak the language of the developers, and manage risk without getting bogged down in the heavy mathematical modeling.
The strongest programs out there build a portfolio of applied competencies, rather than just teaching abstract theory. You start with AI strategy, so you can identify the right use cases and align them tightly with business goals. Then, you apply systems thinking. This helps you see exactly how introducing an AI tool alters human workflows and even entire departmental structures. From there, you dive into responsible AI, tackling the very real challenges of ethics, bias testing, and transparency to make sure the technology doesn't inadvertently harm the brand or the user. And finally, you master change management, which is absolutely crucial to drive adoption and build trust among employees who might be a bit skeptical. These directly map to exactly what organizations need when they transition from AI curiosity to daily AI operations. But how do you actually study all this? Well, managing your life. That brings us to Section 3, the low-residency advantage. When you're deciding how to study, you're usually forced to choose between the great immersion of on-campus life or the sheer flexibility of an online degree. Fully on-campus is immersive, sure, but offers terrible flexibility if you're a working professional. Fully online offers maximum flexibility, but you completely miss out on that high-stakes in-person collaboration. But low residency, it's the absolute sweet spot. This format combines flexible online study with periodic, highly intensive, short-term in-person residencies. For this specific field, technology management, it provides the perfect balance. You don't need to be tied to a physical lab every single day. Instead, you complete your coursework flexibly and then attend short residencies for high-impact leadership labs, live simulations, and stakeholder communication practice. It gives you incredible workforce compatibility and really strong transfer friendliness.
If you take anything away from this, it's the concept of continuity. This matters because you have a life to maintain.
For working professionals or transfer students already in the U.S., you don't have to pause your life, quit your job, or deal with complex relocation hurdles just to upskill. You get to maintain the continuity of your learning, the continuity of your income and employment, and the continuity of your long-term family and career planning. And the absolute best part is you get to test the academic frameworks you learn in the evening directly against your real-world workplace realities the very next morning. It's a real game changer.
Next up, Section 4, Transfer, Continuity, and Compliance. Look, we know that transfer students look at programs through a highly practical lens. You aren't just choosing a curriculum, you're managing complex immigration timelines and work opportunities. Because an MS in Technology Management with an AI concentration spans business, systems, and tech, previously earned credits from various STEM or management subjects are often highly relevant, giving you excellent credit transfer flexibility. But more importantly, when it's carefully planned, this professionally oriented structure aligns beautifully with CPT and OPT opportunities. It perfectly positions you for practical training roles in digital transformation, analytic support, or tech consulting.
To make these visa realities work, you have to follow a strict sequence. Step 1 is early advising, Step 2 is a thorough credit evaluation, and Step 3 is program alignment. Imagine a successful transfer student. They do not wait until the last minute. They map out their academic planning with their designated school officials well before deadlines hit, ensuring everything perfectly aligns with their immigration status. The low-residency format works brilliantly for this because those periodic residencies satisfy the necessary in-person requirements without causing the massive disruption of a full campus transfer. It allows for a seamless, completely compliant transition.
So where does this all leave us? Section 5, Deciding your next step.
It really all comes down to fit. If you are a working professional or a transfer student who wants to move into technology leadership, drive digital transformation, and solve applied organizational problems, this program is your absolute best fit. This degree is specifically built for the person who wants to lead the adoption of AI. However, if your goal is advanced mathematical modeling or you want a purely lab-based engineering environment where you are building isolated models away from stakeholders, well, this path is definitely less ideal for you. At the end of the day, it's about knowing whether you want to build the engine or steer the ship.
If you're looking at this and thinking, yes, this is exactly the leadership path I need, but you're stressing over how your specific visa status, prior credits, or work schedule actually align, there's a tool for that. Student Transfer Experts has embedded years of transfer expertise directly into Transfer GPT. You can use it right now to organize your questions and assess whether a program or university transfer truly fits your academic history and constraints. If you're ready to explore structured transfer pathways with clarity and compliance awareness, just fill in your details on the form at studenttransferexperts.com for a guided, personalized evaluation by our team. I want to leave you with this final, incredibly important thought. The AI revolution isn't slowing down. And the industry doesn't just need more code. It desperately needs strategy, governance, and human leadership. The bridge between the tech and the enterprise needs to be built by someone. So the question is, are you ready to step up and lead AI adoption, or are you just going to watch it happen from the sidelines? Take the next step, evaluate your path, and I'll see you in the next explainer.
Right choices, effective outcomes. Brought to you by Student Transfer Experts.